Okay, so we got a video from my favorite company in skateboarding, Red Bull Skateboarding. And they collabed with the Dern Bros, also one of my favorite skate-oriented YouTube creators. And it's cool, they're kind of like telling the story of how they are making it as skate YouTubers, which I think is very interesting because they're kind of like an outlier that they're really gaining way more like viewership than basically any other sort of skate creator. And you know, they're very talented like trio, and they kind of have this affiliation to BAM too, and I feel like the BAM affiliation is helping them a lot as well. But I think it's really cool that the journey they're on, and we can see how they portray it in this Red Bull piece.
Welcome to Florida. Howdy, skate tails. Welcome to Florida. I'm here with the Dern Bros,
Is that their
professional
house?
skaters who cracked the code to internet success.
Boom, 540 kind
And we
of?
got a special guest, Mr. Bam.
Damn!
I'm not trying to say nothing or nothing. I'm just simply trying to say it's showtime.
In the
When you run
intro?
your own YouTube channel, it's always showtime. Meet the Dern Bros, a wild trio who blew up online with insane stunts, DIY madness, and
They're all
legit
so good.
skating. From their viral skate house to pro career.
Is that a subtle diss? I feel like it is a subtle diss. And legit skating. A key component in this. And legit skating.
Meet the Dern Bros, a wild trio who blew up online
Let's
with
catch it
insane
again.
stunts, DIY madness, and legit skating.
Legit
From their viral
skating.
skate house to pro careers with zero and heroin, we're diving into their world to see how they balance internet fame with staying true to the game. Let's get it. So what is this place?
We're at my parents' house. This is where I grew up here. Definitely put a lot of hours in. I had knee surgery, so I had nothing to do for like 6 months but build and look forward to skating again.
That's
It's
sick.
like a child's dream, right?
It is, but it didn't come easy.
What a crazy part.
The stars aligned for us to all just still be doing the same thing we've been doing since we were growing
Boom.
up, you know? Skating, filming, it's all we know.
I'm feeling fine. I got another hot seat.
I had wanted to do a YouTube channel for a long time. I was set to just go out to California and move there and just dive into the YouTube thing. COVID happened. I got held back.
What can I do?
Yeah.
And then the Barracks hit
Fakey
us
into
up
the
and said, "Hey, you guys are all at
SSTS.
your parents' place. Why don't you film a big edit on the ramp and we'll put it together and premiere it on the channel, like the Barracks."
See, like, they live in Pennsylvania, right? Isn't it nice to live in Pennsylvania, have big yard, just build the sickest shit all the time? Like, it's fucking amazing.
Together and premiere it on the channel. like the
Hell
Barracks.
yeah.
That video took off and we ended up meeting Bam because of that.
You know, I always get a lot of rings at the gate at Castle Bam that said, you know, can we come in and skate? I've seen a lot of hammers go down, but when I looked out the window, they're going off the roof and shit, and they're not stopping.
540
The
is
Dern
crazy.
Brothers, when it comes to skateboarding, they'll
Headless.
smash your goddamn face into the wall.
That was finally the first time where we're like, okay, now let's do our actual first video for Dern Brothers. And we filmed and edited out there. You know, the Castle Bam house tour, that one is over
That was
6
the
million
first
views right
video?
now, and that was our first ever YouTube video.
1, 2, 3, you three. Brother Bam, the Dern Margera boys.
Some skaters just look up to search for spots, and Dalton Dern is a prime example of that.
Boom.
They have what it takes.
Into a ramp, technically.
Cannon just went pro for Zero, and Dalton went pro for heroin at the same exact time.
That was the best one you've ever done. We try to practice here, train as much as we can. You never know what's out there in the wild.
Yeah. Well, jamming into a down rail is kind of scary. Yeah, that was sick.
That was a nice little slide.
That's crazy. I saw that on Instagram. Gap out
Yeah, man.
to blunt and gap in is fucking
Did he
insane.
just do that first try? Got it.
Boom. Fuck. I love how they just have infinite plywood.
Hey. 22 plus years they've been chasing a dream. They finally accomplished it.
Yeah.
I thought that would put them on easy street, and they're like, no, we got way more to do.
Hell yeah.
I burned my eyebrows. Florida is where it all started, but now we're off to California to see how the Dern Bros.
Oh, that was in
run a YouTube
Florida? Okay.
operation.
For some reason, I thought they lived near band.
This is the headquarters of the Dern Brothers YouTube channel. Let's go check it out where the magic happens. How you guys doing today?
Good.
I can
Low-key, a little bit of a dog.
feel the magic here. And you guys got to do like a video every week.
That was our goal for a while, but we decided to kind of focus more on the quality. We just want to put them out when they're ready.
Did you get some sleep sometimes?
Yeah, that's a good.
Sometimes.
For what they're doing, it's
Sometimes.
good. I think they have a really sick dynamic. How they have, you know, the three brothers, the two absolute shredding dudes that turn pro, and then they kind of have like the organizer too. I feel like honestly, that's like the ultimate dynamic. That's I
First
feel
thing
like
in the
really
morning, right after the coffee,
why
straight
they're so
into the bank
powerful,
from the
kind of.
roof.
It's such a good relationship.
I definitely wasn't as into it as first, but once we started getting the ball rolling, like, okay, well, like, wow, we actually got like 10,000 subscribers now. We're starting to make like a little bit of money. So just seeing like, okay, if we put in a little more work, I won't have to do these side jobs anymore, and I'll be able to skate a lot more. And I think that's what people want, you know? These are the Clive Dixon questions for the interview for their YouTube channel now on Spot History about El Toro.
Look, printing it out. That's how legit it is. They've got the questions printed out. Let's go. Did Braille ever print out interview questions? I don't think so. We interview Tony Hawk. We just say whatever. We did not print anything out.
YouTube channel now on Spot History
That's
about
sick.
El Toro.
Important things to remember when Clive is talking, we just shut up and let him say his thing until he's done.
Hey, Clive.
Most important podcast technique. I struggle when I interview people. It's hard to not want to interject, and it's hard to not want to go, yeah, oh, ah. You just gotta let them talk. So that was good
We're
to
here
hear him
with
say that.
Matters. We're doing skate tales and spot history at the same time.
2 rabbits with 1 shot.
The spot history series in itself, those videos take off every time. We get a minimum of, 50,000 views, like at the lowest. For the nollie nose blunt, how much of a battle was it to nollie into that trick?
I was pretty much over it. I was like, dude, I can't skate it anymore today. Mills showed me one of the attempts where I stuck it. I was like, fuck it, dude. And I went back up the stairs. I think 3 more tries, I landed it.
What's the next trick you're gonna...
You know what's cool about skating is like everyone wants to know shit about niche skate things. Like spot history is like a really good example of like something that skaters absolutely want to know about. But the way that the skate industry was set up is that there was never really that possible to kind of like do it on this kind of this sort of like smaller scale consistently. And like now they've done, spot after spot after spot after spot, like every famous spot. Whereas like before, let's say like in the 4-on-1 days or in the like actual skate video days, yeah, you'll get a Carlsbad video or you'll get some other really famous spot video, but you'll never get it like on the regular. So it's kind of cool how social media, like this demand was always there, but then they could kind of figure out the like production pathway through social media to like make it a reality. So I think that's really cool. I think that's like embracing the new technology to like bring demand to something that like everyone already always wanted.
At one point I was dreaming of the switch blunt.
Yeah, it's the same.
And it's cool too, like once they start to get momentum, like other pros see that they do the interview and stuff, then it's easy for them to say, hey, can you do an interview? Can you do an interview? Because they go, oh yeah, of course. You know what I mean? Like the first few times when they would have had to get the skaters to like interview and tell, they'll probably be like, oh, I don't know, I'm not sure. You have to get like the right kind of guys at the start, and then you'll get the people that are like, don't really want to do interviews and stuff.
100K, about to be 100 mil.
100 mil.
Started doing the spot history videos. El Toro was our first episode. Basically how it started,
Good place to
Kanan
start.
skated El Toro back in the day. He filmed himself do a lip slide down it.
What?
And I was like trying to figure out how we could incorporate that footage into a video.
What the hell? He held it? That wasn't even mounted GoPro. He's holding his phone. That's
And then I was, like, trying
fucking
to figure
insane.
out how we could
No
incorporate-
way. Why is this the only angle? Why is this such bad quality?
He filmed himself do a lip
Bro,
slide
what the
down it.
hell?
And then I was like trying to
See how
figure out
crazy
we
they
could
are?
incorporate that footage into a video. I'm like, what if we go to the spot, talk about that, but also talk about our favorite tricks at the spot. So we did that and it blew up. But being as it was the first episode, we didn't really put together a list. We just feel like El Toro deserves like a proper spot history. So we're going back to do it right.
Look at this, somebody was skating it recently.
Right now, we're gonna see how the Dern Bros do the spot history video.
Did they drop this next one already? Some of my friends were telling me that they skated it. They didn't tell me what the guy tried there.
They've done a bunch of preparation with all the names of the tricks. El
Kind of
Toro.
recently.
There's not a more famous spot. Yo, what's up? We got the list, 10 pages.
This week we're in Southern California, and right behind us is one of the most famous.
Yeah, so look, they saying someone skated because they bondoed. This is it's like those cracks where it's like they bonded over it.
That's in the world. The way you film a YouTube video, it is very much its own thing when it comes to filmmaking. We got someone that skated it here with us today, Matters. Walk us through that day. What gave you the idea?
Oh yeah,
firecracker
I was like,
stair set?
he skated El Toro. Do you guys remember what trick he did at in El Toro? Anyone in the chat know? Do you remember what made his trick down El Toro was? I was like, wait, he skated it? Did he skate the rail? What did he do? Come on, does anyone remember? I remember seeing it for the first time. Firecracker, boom, let's go.
Wow. The hardest part was walking up 60 times.
I really like his style of skating. I sometimes talk to him on Instagram. That's the friedest thing to say. The hardest part was walking up 60 times. I don't think Ryan Sheckler and Nigel Houston backside flipping it would tell you the same. I don't think they would have said that. I think they might have said eating shit on the backside flip is definitely the hardest part.
You want to try some camera work?
Yeah, just tell me which button
Sounds good.
Hello. Can I zoom in on you, please? Learning from professional YouTubers like the Dern Bros, I understand it's important to interact with the audience. So let us know below what's your favorite trick at El Toro. What's your favorite trick?
See, like, this is why I feel like skating's a little bit fried. Is like, was that really necessary? Like, this is Red Bull's YouTube channel. Like, you should already know that. Like, what the hell? It's almost like kind of like making fun of it. I don't know. They got 500k subs.
What's going down here?
Probably go with Foy, front crook, first try.
Yeah.
Just like the most insane thing to me.
Yeah, that is a crazy one.
Can you front crook?
Not like that.
I hate YouTubers. Well, we are watching one, and I am also one, and they are also one, and Red Bull is also one.
Like with our
So that's a lot of hate in your life, to be honest.
history.
I only like Vimeoers.
We try and put every single trick in there.
Ryan DeCenzo, Nolly.
I think that's the most underrated trick.
Just preserving the history.
I think Nolly's harder than kickflip. Specifically on
Document
that.
the history and find out who did what, because you cannot go and repeat that trick unless it's paying.
I like YouTube, but skate YouTube needs an update. What does that mean? Does that mean John Hill and Garrett Jenner gotta go, or what? Braille's gotta go? I mean, like, Braille did die. I feel like we're seeing it change. The whole Gifted Hater arc, we saw it change a lot. For a long time, nothing changed for a very long time until Gifted Hater, really. But, like, this is skate YouTube right now. Red Bull skateboarding. 500k, 60k views. How long ago? Okay, in a few days. That's good. We like that. Vimeo that still exists? No, it does not. That's why I prefer Twitch uncut skate content where you get to see all the fails in between, how much effort it takes for the specific trick. I mean, I love YouTube. And I feel like YouTuber is a weird word, you know. But I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting how things evolve over time.
Official homage.
I ended up just doing 50 180 because I wanted to do something that hadn't been done. Not the coolest trick, but got something.
I think anything down El Toro is pretty cool.
We're fit.
That's sick. I was actually saying that recently. I was saying if you want to get an MBD at Hollywood High 16, do a 5180. So that's funny. He kind of thought along the same line.
Finished up with a 20s there, but the spot history keeps going around the whole school area.
Ken, zoom in on Matters. He's gonna name the last 2 tricks.
Christian Jordan did frontside 50-50. Ryan DeCenzo did it backside.
Cool. That's it. Okay, we're done with the history. So
Rebel got a whole
everything
team
else is
to
skating
produce
now.
stuff that's pretty good
So-
for the most part. This type of shit is great. Documentary on up and coming like skate YouTube channel. I think this is an amazing piece of content. Say what you want about energy drinks or whatever. Like this is a fantastic video.
Perform.
So we show what it's like at the spot. We show shots of the run up, the landing, and we're like, all right, let's see what it's like to skate it now.
Yeah, see, like,
We know
that's
how
why
to
it's
give
really
each other
good.
hype.
Because, you know, I guess you could say I've done a little bit of spot history type stuff. Like, one of my biggest videos is talking about the Leon 25. But the fact that they go there and then they're good enough to skate it as well, and then they kind of usually have some, like, personal stories about the spot as well, makes it, like, so much more compelling than just random dudes sitting in chairs saying, this is the tricks.
On these scary things.
What about my shoes?
I'm tired of John Hill and Dan Corrigan.
Fire. Really important.
That's fine. Don't watch him. I wish John Hill the best. I think he's not in a good spot.
He was already rolling away, and after like 2 meters, he hit the crack and pitched, hit his head.
See, look how real this is. Hit your head for a YouTube video? Damn. John Hill going through some shit right now. It's hard to watch. Yes,
grinding.
I was watching his Instagram stories, and I was like, I want to message him, bro. Just don't post this, dude. Just take a break. But I don't know. I wish him all the best. Hope he's doing well.
A 22 stair rail. That's not something
I think he did
that
stop
most
posting the Instagram
skaters
stories.
would do for a YouTube edit, but we're keeping it so core. It's really like the dream team with me and my brothers.
With El Toro spot history in the bag,
I didn't watch Dumb
we're
Day to
off
Skate.
a flat bar paradise for a session at a legendary skate house. So whose house is this?
This is the homie Renee. He owns a company called Blunt Steel. He makes all
Oh,
these
sick.
crazy different types of rails, and I just love coming over here. You can like just endless possibilities here.
This season of Dumb Dutter is controversial. Should I watch it? Should I watch all of it or what? You know what I was thinking of doing, maybe tomorrow, is because I interviewed Chad Caruso, right? Original guy of Push Across America. I was thinking of watching every single episode in a day. I checked, it's like 12 hours if I didn't pause it. And maybe we could watch on ×2 as well. Should I watch all of it? And then I was going to edit his like interview into like a main YouTube video. You think that's a good idea, or you think it's just too boring? I was like, maybe it is kind of boring. But also maybe it's kind of cool. You come in, you check, oh, what episode are you up to? I don't know though. Who knows? I was thinking of doing it. I could do the same with the Dumb Data. I could watch every single episode of the thing. Dumb Data might get mad if I do that though, actually. Do it and make a highlight reel? Yeah, that's what I mean of the Skate Across America. Do it so that I've watched it, and then when I make the interview, I'll cut in all like stuff that happened and make like a solid YouTube video. That would be the idea. Look at these crazy rails.
Now we're gonna skate the funnest rail ever. We're gonna make it a little bit more interesting.
That's sick. Yeah, look how sick he is. Oh my gosh! I never seen that. What the hell? Bro, my fantasy was always to like do this and to just get strong enough that you could do a kickflip and land back in it. Like imagine if he could actually do that. But to do a 50 is fucking insane. My ears, I don't care, that was sick enough. Bro, that's the best trick I've ever seen in my whole life. I don't care about these big rails. This is the best trick I've ever seen. Dude. Are you real? What the? He fucking did it. NBD, yeah. He did. I've seen him ollie onto a grind, then go into handstand, and then land it. But I've never seen, like, I am on my hands and I am doing a fizzy. That is crazy. Holy. I gotta tell him to do a kickflip. Because, like, you can flip it with your board, and people can jump from a handstand. I think people can jump from a handstand and land back on a handstand. Makes sense that you could actually do a kickflip. Imagine seeing that. Just someone's upside down, kickflip stays upside down. Holy. So sick. Where's that angle? Did he even post that? This guy got the sick angle of it.
I think my brother's is trying to set the record for most roof drops on a Skate Tales episode ever.
Growing up, like, we would try to ollie, like, everything in the skate park. I really love doing it, and then, like, the more you're doing it, too, you just feel like you're kind of adapting to it, so you can just kind of keep it going in this crazy, like, way.
How many rooftops do you think you can do in one day?
What a weird looking
Probably
roof.
take, like, 50 to 100.
I say 100 for sure.
Might have to prove this.
First try.
Failing a handstand kickflip would hurt. I mean, it would. It would indeed. You think you couldn't bail badly on that handstand grind, though? You could really smoke yourself. You had to kind of, like, volley in a little bit, too. Wasn't that smooth of a... Oh, my God.
Oh, that was the splits right there.
Oh,
Sick. Voila.
Voila.
Whenever we did the spot history here, and I was just like looking at this, like, man, it'd be pretty cool to put a
Oh yeah, we did see
across
this.
that, and I was like, I have all the connections, like, why not do it?
Kanan and his
Jamie
brothers
Thomas
worked
on the
so hard
sesh.
to elevate their careers, but having a YouTube show didn't have an influence on him getting on the team. That's just accelerating his position.
What do you think about the setup we got going on?
Yeah, I don't really want to get wet, but I have to try.
You got too nice of an outfit to get in the water.
I got an extra set.
I enforced a really strong work ethic at the beginning of the brand, and I feel that the Dern Bros, they're cut from a similar cloth.
This is how serious they are, guys. Homeboy has fishing gear, waders this is called, to stand in the water and film.
I brought 3 completes. I have 3 extra decks,
Right?
Which I might not even need, but wanted to be prepared. I have like 7 pairs of shoes here, because I know that's the hardest part, is to get those dry.
I got better ways to spend my Sunday than jumping in that mucky water. I would definitely go in too.
I mean, I could definitely 50 this, but would I get wet? Probably. Because you get wet, because even if you land there, you still fall off. Sticker on the boot. Watch this guy wade in and film.
It's long, and you don't want to
Wades
get wet.
out, okay.
First try. Let's check it out.
I didn't even think about that. Oh! Yeah, I feel like that's what I would do too.
Wow.
It's hard to make
Almost
it very much
stayed
then.
right.
Oh, I was like, yes, I'm doing it. We got it for
Braille pool back in the day, yeah.
Contender.
I got stayed dry that time.
This is one of those things that looks good no matter what.
It's my turn. Oh, it's fresh.
Is that the sick turn angle? Oh, he was the closest. Damn, double heel lock.
It's not as easy as I thought it would be.
Oh!
Oh my god, I need it so bad.
Yeah.
Yes! That was worth it. I'm so happy. Yes! Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not much run up and it's a long rail, so it's hard to go fast. And like to make sure you clear it, you'd want to go fast so you don't have to fall off balance too long. So it did seem like it's pretty hard to do that. I think someone is feeble too. Oh, it doesn't count.
Sick. For me, it was just like,
Damn, I would be annoyed if I was him because it's like he didn't get that kind of clean roll away. You gotta ride off, I feel like. Why didn't he just stay on? I guess he was trying to stay up there.
For me, it was just like,
A lot of water.
We're always helping. Don't change.
If I was invited to
Casa,
Casa, would I do it?
was
Of
just
course.
Trying to
What
get
the
the
hell?
other one dry.
That's sick. Clean.
Trying to keep the hype. Like, come on, dude.
Look how much shit they brought. 3 fucking ladders, a whole rail, the fucking things. Imagine someone kicks you out. You can't skate here. Oh, well, we built this whole thing with all this stuff, all this gear.
Right here, get it over with. It can be over with in like 5 seconds.
Damn. Oh my god, that could have been so bad. I tell you what's actually like kind of scary with this is it seems like this is not that deep. I guess it's deep enough that you wouldn't get hurt. But like if you fell and then kind of like knocked yourself out or whatever, like someone would legitimately have to save your life. Like that was kind of sketchy how he was about to hit his tailbone.
Brothers.
It's really like the dream team with me and my brothers.
If he does this, we all do this.
It's just magic when we all come together.
Yeah, that's really cool. Oh my!
Get in there. Very thankful for the hype that
You
we've
good?
gotten and from the skate community. It kind of makes you just want to keep going and doing more and more.
That was scary. He does it again? Wow, he wanted it clean.
What does
The
skateboarding
GoPro
mean
angle.
to you?
We owe everything we have to skateboarding.
Like whether I would make it as a pro skater or not, I knew that I love skating and I'm always gonna do it until I can't, you know?
What a
It's like
nice
my
wholesome
shoes,
video.
This thing, it's literally like my shoes, you know? For the longest time, this felt more normal than walking. I'm just so stoked that I get to do this every single day. It's insane.
I'm here with the Dern Bros, professional skaters who cracked the code to internet success.
Well, I think only he would do that.
This ramp is starting to look like termites holding hands.
Doing covers tonight.
Howdy.
That was really sick. That was a great video. I really think Red Bull makes high quality skate videos, so I love to see them in doing these like pieces about, especially the Dern Bros. So shout out Red Bull and the Dern Bros.